Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Savage Sports Podcast. Right now, I have IRT's current number 8, Lalo Portillo. How's it going, Lalo?
Hi, Cody. I'm doing really good. We are in quarantine, but I'm fine.
Relatively good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on today. So, what's something that you've got to do because of the quarantine that you wouldn't normally get to do because of your busy racquetball schedule?
Well, I have to train at home. It's not something that I used to do it or something that I do normally. But I don't get to play racquetball because the club is closed. So that gives me a lot of free time. Besides the physical training at home, I play a lot of video games.
You play a lot of video games? What kind of video games do you play?
I like shooting games like Fortnite or Call of Duty. I also have a Nintendo. I play with my friends or with my sister. I play Mario Party.
Which version of Nintendo?
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch? Yeah, right now I'm currently playing Pokemon Shield and about to get NBA 2K.
Yeah, I heard Pokemon is pretty good.
This one is pretty good, I agree.
Yeah, I played before in the other platforms, Nintendo, the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I hadn't played for about 10 years since the Game Boy Advance. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
So yeah, it brings back a lot of fun memories. So one of the things that I've seen you do during quarantine is you've been making TikToks.
Yeah.
Can you tell our older audience what the hell is a TikTok, and then what have you been doing on there that's been interesting?
Well, I didn't know what was TikTok until the quarantine because, well, I got involved into TikTok because I saw a lot of memes on Facebook that when the quarantine started, they said, "Oh God, forgive me for what I'm gonna do," and there's a picture downloading TikTok.
Yeah.
And I say, well, what the hell is TikTok? And bad publicity is still publicity. So I downloaded TikTok and I saw the videos. It's TikTok. It's a platform where you can see videos, short videos, like 1 minute or less than 1 minute. It's mainly it's entertainment.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good idea to make some TikToks just to have fun and again more publicity. A lot of my friends, they were giving me crap, but still
I'm enjoying your TikToks right now.
Yeah, a lot of people, they are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're very funny when you do you against yourself in different scenes.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some novela chops that you haven't found yet.
Maybe quarantine will let me know.
Well, I think you'll just have to know yourself, and then if you want to explore that later, you probably could have that option.
Yeah, you're right.
Because someone who works on something so hard like you're doing for racquetball, you could also put that hard work into anything else that you're decent at.
Yeah, that's correct. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so switching to racquetball real quick. If you had a grudge match to play tomorrow if you could pick any player in the world, past or present, who would you play, and why?
If I had a what?
If you could
Roast match?
grudge match, if you could
What's
choose.
that?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you. The
Yeah, I don't know what's that.
that's
I
okay.
mean, I know what is a match, but the word before match.
Grudge match means generally means like I've played this person before. I play them very close, and I want to beat them again really badly.
Well, no, that's a good question. I don't know if it's gonna make controversy, but yeah, it's okay. I would like to play. I don't know. Bobby Horn.
Bobby Horn?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. And why Bobby?
Because I don't know. I don't know if I should answer that.
Do you guys have a lot of good matches in the past?
I think I have only played him once on tour.
Last
year in January, and I won. But I enjoyed beating him because I don't like his game style.
That's great. Yeah. So Bobby, get ready. Lalo's gonna take you out again. Don't worry. It may be controversial, but we're all just people. We can take it, and most professional racquetball players have a thick skin, and Bobby will probably be one of the ones who will have that thick skin. I don't think you should worry too much about him.
Yeah.
And we'll get him on here, and I'll make sure that he talks shit about you as well.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah, we're all just here to have fun. We're not here to make other people mad. Just gonna have fun with this stuff.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So, I believe it was last month before we were into quarantine. You got to compete for a spot for Mexico's Pan Am game.
Yeah, that's right.
So I watched you guys go through. How did you do in singles and doubles, and how did that feel for you?
In singles, I did okay. Not good enough. In the first round, I took out Juan Loreto from Monterrey, Mexico. He was in juniors with me. He's 1 year older than me. I played the first round against him, and I won. Then I played in the quarterfinals. No. Before quarterfinals, in the round of 16s, I played Rodrigo Montoya.
Got it.
You know him, right?
Yes.
And it was the first time that I beat him. We have been playing a lot before. Well, not a lot, but a few times, and we went to a tiebreaker in a couple of matches. But he was the one who take the match. But this time in Tijuana, Mexico, for the first time I won. I was ready. I was thinking, okay, this time I'm here to make the national team, and I'm here to give everything, and I won. And it was the first time. Then I played Daniel de la Rosa.
Yes.
In the quarterfinals. I know. Daniel is a great player, and he has been, since this year started in January, he has been playing really good.
Daniel's been playing. I'd say Daniel's been playing lights out since December.
Yes, that's right. And well, it was a tough match. We went to a tiebreaker. Actually, it was the only match that Daniel went to a tiebreaker. The other matches he won two straight. And yeah, he won nationals. I mean, congratulations to him, and it was an honor to play against him. But next time I'll prepare harder and I'll be ready.
So next time you're going to be ready for Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, from what I've seen of you this year, like probably have gotten to go back in some of the stuff. You're getting a lot better from January to January, and so if you keep ramping up like this, you got a shot at Daniel soon.
Yeah, I mean, I already beat him once in last year in Arizona in October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, something changed in him that he's doing better. But you're right, I'm getting better too, so next time we'll see.
Yeah, so next time it might be a toss-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you play doubles in that?
Yeah. Andre Parrilla and I, we play together, and we got to the semi-final against Daniel and Alvaro. And we lost a tough match, 11-10 tiebreaker. It was heartbreaking.
11-10 tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's and those two have been playing for so long together.
Andrea, who?
Daniel and Alvaro.
Yeah, they have a lot of experience, especially Alvaro.
Yeah,
I think we need a little bit more experience, and we'll get there.
Well, the good thing in that one is that you and Andre are both very young, and so with the experience plus the youth, sometimes you can get some shots that they won't be able to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, going to a little point of anger. This is a segment I like to call. You know what really grinds my gears? I don't know if you've ever watched Family Guy.
I have not a lot, but I know what's Family Guy.
Okay. Well, Peter does a segment called "You Know What Really Grinds My Gears," and he talks about things that are annoying him. And so, I want to ask you the question: in racquetball right now, what's something that you don't like right now, and what's something that you would do to change that thing?
For example, like what? Something about the ribbon or the courts or the ball or what?
Anything that you dislike and anything that you would do to fix it.
Well, sometimes I don't like when, who is our main referee in the IRT?
Scott?
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah.
I think sometimes he doesn't know the rule, and he just make up a new rule.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I really don't like, because because nobody knows, and it makes racquetball look not professional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that I don't like.
Okay.
What's the other one? Sometimes the broadcasting, when you're playing in the court where it's being streaming the match, sometimes Dean or Fabio, they interview the winner and the loser. Doesn't matter if you win or you lose, you will get an interview after the match.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes they do it, and sometimes they don't do it. So, are you gonna do it or not? That's something that I don't like either.
Yeah, I think think personally that only you should only get an interview as a winner,
As a winner?
except for the last, or except for the first,
Oh,
second, and third and fourth places,
okay.
because usually
Yeah.
you step off the court and you're angry that you lost, and so it's really hard to do an interview in that state of
Yeah.
mind.
Well, maybe since the run of the semifinals.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
semifinals, everybody can get interviewed, but before that, I don't think
Just the winner.
both players need it.
Oh, okay. You don't think not even the win?
No, the winner should get interviewed, but the loser
Oh,
shouldn't have to do
no.
the interview and shouldn't,
Okay.
because I don't know about you. When I step off the court, I need
Yeah.
I need to cool down for 5 minutes, and if somebody
Yeah.
gets in my face with a microphone, I'm not going to give a great interview. I'm going to be really angry and pretending to be nice.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So just adding on to what you were saying,
Mhm.
yeah, I think because I know for sure after some matches at the Longhorn, they didn't do some interviews because players were that way,
Yeah.
and I totally get that.
Yeah. Well, but if you don't want to do it after a semifinal, I think you are missing a great opportunity because a lot of people is watching. And I mean, one way that we can make money is out of sponsors.
Oh, I
That's
think
a great opportunity to get sponsors. If you don't want to do the interview after you lose because you're angry, I think that's not really smart.
true, but I think it's also you can get yourself in a different headspace if you can make it to the top 4, because it's always an accomplishment to get into that top 4 in every tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, even Kane says, like, I can't believe I made it here sometimes, and he just is thankful to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think everybody in that top 4 can always summon it up. So I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your juniors journey, how you got to this point, going from not playing racquetball first and then to where you are? Just a little bit about how it works in the juniors in Mexico.
Well, that's a long career because I started really young. I started when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
And before that, I used to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
Because my mom was, when she was in, she was really good doing gymnastics.
Right.
So she got me and my sister into it. And that was when we were living in Querétaro. That's another city. I'm currently living in San Luis Potosí.
Yeah.
And when we moved to San Luis Potosí, we couldn't do gymnastics. But we were members of a club here. My dad, he was a front tennis player. But because I was really skinny and little, my mom took me to the racquetball courts because the front tennis courts are bigger and the racket is heavier, and I really couldn't play well front tennis.
Sure.
So right next to the front tennis courts, there were the racquetball courts. So my mom took me there, and I started there. And I started playing 2 times a week because I was also a soccer player. I was the goalkeeper.
Right.
But once after my first year playing racquetball, I made the national team, the junior national team, and I was national champion. Then I went to Junior Worlds in Tempe, Arizona, and I won that too. So after a couple of years, I left. I quit soccer because I also broke my arm. So I quit soccer and I got to racquetball, like full-time racquetball player.
Mm-hmm.
I also won like 6 or 5 times junior national championships, and I won another 5 or 6 titles at junior worlds too. I don't exactly remember because I went to like 7 or 8. I don't remember.
So you probably almost can't remember a time when you weren't playing racquetball.
What do you mean with that question?
You've been playing racquetball for almost 16 years, correct?
15.
15.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you've been playing racquetball almost all of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome. You got started so young, and yeah, you're still up and coming. And how important is racquetball and like mentally right now for you?
It's really important because it's like my job. After I graduated from high school, I went to study English in Seattle for 6 months. Then when I came back, that's all that I have been doing, like practice, training hard, because that was my dream. When I was in high school, I saw a few of my friends that they were already playing on tour, like Andre or Gerardo Franco.
Yeah.
They started playing on tour before me because I couldn't, because my mom told me, you have to finish high school first and then you can go. So, yeah, because that was my dream. Yeah, it's my dream. I'm basically living my dream.
Yeah, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. So I'm gonna ask you a mental question. What's one of the things you do mentally before you walk into a court when you're playing a match?
Well, I have a routine. Like, since I wake up, I do always the same thing before a match. Like, when I'm putting my shoes on, it's always the first one. It's the right shoe, then the left shoe, and then it's the glove, then it's the racket, and finally the glasses and my headband. It's a whole routine, and I never do something different. My warm-up is the same. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I don't. Yeah, if I don't do that, I don't feel comfortable, mentally comfortable. I have to do my routine.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I have 1 or 2 CDs that I'll listen to in the morning, and I have to listen to one of those 2, or I'm not really ready for a tournament. Yeah. So, this will be one of the last questions for the day.
Yeah.
So, what was your goal by the end of 2020 before we started quarantine? And what's your amended goal after quarantine since this has happened, or has your goal changed at all?
Well, my goal before 2020 was being a top 10 player, and I did it.
Congratulations, you cracked the top 10.
Yeah. And my goal for this year, well, before all of this happened, was being a top 5 player, being in the top 5.
So that you probably You probably don't need to amend that. You could
And,
probably keep it that way, even with 6 months left.
And also win the U.S. Open because I want to be the youngest player to ever win the U.S. Open. And I think that title, Kane has it because he won when he was 22.
And are you still 21?
I just turned 21 yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that would be really significant. That's right. Feliz cumpleaños, amigo.
Gracias.
That would be really significant in America. You could start drinking, but since you're in Mexico, you've probably been able to do that since you were 12.
As an adult too.
You what?
And I can go to jail too as an adult.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were able to do that since 18.
Oh, well, here in Mexico, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, over here it's 18 for jail and 21 for drinking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's a really weird system. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really amazing. I think that you probably don't even need to amend that goal. Top 5, you could still do that if there's six months left. If we get September to December.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're 8 right now. It's just 3 spots to jump.
I'm 9.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw last night 8.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the IRT website at midnight, and it said 8. Let me pull it up real quick.
Maybe because some of them lost points.
Here.
Oh, yes, you're right. That's 8.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because I think because Moscoso lost his points from last year at the Bolivia.
Yeah, I think it's the rolling point system. You know, some people are losing points not playing right now.
Yeah. Wow.
So congratulations! I just gave you some new information.
Yeah, thank you.
You moved up 1 spot higher than you thought you were.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to be the youngest player to win the U.S. Open and jump into the top 5 by December 31st, 2020.
Yeah.
That's
correct.
I think those are both possible situations.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, don't amend that at all. I know I'm keeping all of my goals the same, and you know you're going to be working out harder than me, so I know you won't change a thing either.
Yeah.
So, Lalo, thank you so much for coming on today. Do you want to give a thanks to everybody, all of your supporters and your sponsors and stuff?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank Gearbox. They have been my sponsor since I was, I think, 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't even know if they were really sponsoring me or my parents didn't tell me that they were paying. But anyway, they were supporting me since a very long time. Thanks to them. I want to thank Roswell Family Care, to Margot Discott. She's one of my best sponsors and best friends too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank Mari Melendez, Nolan, and Eli Reyes. I want to thank to Reaching Your Dream Foundation, of course. If the people that now is listening to the interview, if you have $1 or $5 or $100 that they are in your pocket and you're not using them, please donate to Reaching Our Dream Foundation so they can support us too and help us to get to the tournaments. I want to thank who else? To Goat Sports Performance, and I think that's it.
Okay, and so where can people reach you on social medias?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook Instagram and TikTok as at Lalo Portillo-99.
All right. Well, yeah. Again, thank you for coming on, Lalo.
Yeah,
I do
no
have
problem. Thank you.
I do have a lot more questions, but I don't want to use them all up at once. I want to get some more racquetball under our belts so that we can have some in-game stuff to talk about. I look forward to talk to you in person. Hopefully next time we'll be able to do a three-way sit-down, you, me, and Andre. And
Okay, sounds great.
we're just going to have a lot of fun. And if we can, we'll that'll probably be a good one at the Longhorn.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'm looking forward to watching you again on video. And stay safe in this quarantine, man.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We had the amazing Lalo Portillo on. Thank you, and have a good night.